The paddock is buzzing. F1's silly season has exploded into one of the most dramatic chapters the sport has seen in years. Out of nowhere, Cadillac, the brand new team set to join the grid in 2026, has shaken the foundations with a bold move. They've announced Sergio Pérez and Valtteri Bottas as their drivers. That's right, two veterans with hundreds of race starts under their belts are heading back into the spotlight. Cheaper thrills won't cut it now. Let's start with that hook. Cadillac, a high-tech American squad backed by General Motors, picked Pérez and Bottas to steer their first entry into F1. Why? Because they wanted experience, two drivers with race-winning pedigrees, ready to carry the team through its rookie season. Critics say it's a safe but obvious choice, but Cadillac seems determined to start on solid ground. Pérez himself reflected the confidence of the move, saying, "I have nothing to prove with Cadillac after his exit from Red Bull." That line, simple yet powerful, drives home how ready he is to leap back into F1 and help build something new from scratch. In a world full of flashy young rookies, Cadillac chose veterans. Fans on Reddit don't hold back. They are experienced, proven to be capable to win races. Easily best option for Cadillac. Bottas and Pérez seem like the best options to me. Lots of experience, race winners. Pérez brings lots of cash to the table. Even so, one voice stood out. Four-time world champion Sebastian Vettel spoke for the Dreamers. He publicly championed Mick Schumacher, saying, "It would be nice if he gets a second chance in Cadillac." But Cadillac chose firm ground over sentiment. Schumacher was not the pick. With Cadillac locked, there are still 6 seats wide open. 6 spots that could make or break drivers' futures. Who's in the running? Mercedes has both of its seats open. George Russell seems safe and confident. He said at Spa he has nothing to be concerned about. He's expected to stay, but his teammate spot is up for grabs. One-year driver Kimi Antonelli could stay, though his shaky confidence adds drama. Mercedes may stick with him, but a veteran replacement can't be ruled out. Red Bull's situation is a soap opera of its own. Max Verstappen is locked in beyond 2025. But who will join him? Yuki Tsunoda is walking a tightrope, blamed too often when the car underperforms. Rumours swirled about IndyCar champ Alex Palou, $30 million lawsuit in tow, but Palou and his team denied any talks. Racing Bulls, Red Bull's junior squad, has Isaac Hadjar and Liam Lawson on one-year deals. Hadjar has shown strong form and doesn't want promotion yet. Lawson is still rebuilding his confidence after last year. Another drama-filled subplot. Alpine has Pierre Gasly locked in, but the second seat is under constant threat. Franco Colapinto is on a race-by-race deal, and team boss Flavio Briatore's mood swings determine his fate. For Colapinto, every Grand Prix feels like walking the plank. A fan on Reddit summed it up vividly. 2 Mercedes seats, 2 V-carb seats, a Red Bull seat, and an Alpine seat. Of those, Mercedes is likely to renew both. Lindblad is likely to get promoted. One of Hadjar, Lawson, and Tsunoda is getting the axe. So what just happened? Bigger picture. The silly season is no joke. It's a battlefield. Cadillac broke cover and made the first big splash. 2 seats filled. Bam. That move sent ripples across the grid. Teams with open seats now feel more pressure than ever. Now, everyone watches, wonders who'll blink first. Will Mercedes back Antonelli? Will Red Bull finally drop Tsunoda? Will Alpine roll the dice on youth again? Pause for a moment. It's not just about contracts, it's about dreams and pressure. Young drivers perform behind the scenes, waiting, hoping. Veterans return, once again chasing the checkered flag. Teams wrestle between bold youth and steady experience. And we, the fans, ride every twist with bated breath. Now, we reach the part where things really start to twist. Because while Cadillac's announcement gave us 2 big names and some clarity, it also blew the lid off a growing problem that nobody wants to talk about. The Red Bull system is starting to eat itself alive. Let's start with Yuki Tsunoda. He's still clinging onto the second Red Bull seat, but barely. The truth? He's stuck in a bad position, driving an older version of an already difficult car and getting all the blame when things go wrong. Even though Red Bull higher-ups keep saying they support him, fans and experts know better. This is Max Verstappen's team, and anyone not named Max is disposable. Last year, it was Sergio Pérez who got dragged under the bus. Before that, Liam Lawson. And now, Tsunoda's turn seems closer every race. Rumours exploded during the final week of the summer break when some websites said that four-time IndyCar champion Alex Palou could take over Tsunoda's seat next season. That idea lit up social media. Palou is fast, experienced, and already winning in America. But there's a huge catch. He's locked in a $30 million lawsuit with McLaren and already signed a contract with Chip Ganassi Racing for 2026. His team was quick to shut the rumours down, but it made one thing clear: Red Bull is looking. Another name in the mix is Isack Hadjar. He's having a great rookie season with Racing Bulls, and many thought he'd be next in line. But here's the twist. Hadjar himself doesn't want to be promoted right now. He knows the second Red Bull seat is a trap, and stepping into it too early could ruin his career. Red Bull might still try to push him, but they're also looking at a different rookie, Arvid Lindblad. He got to drive in FP1 at Silverstone this year thanks to a special license exemption, but don't expect him to jump straight into the top team. Most think he'll take a Racing Bull seat first. So what does that mean for Liam Lawson? He's been trying to rebuild his form after missing his big shot with Red Bull last year. He's still in the frame, but unless someone else drops out, he's probably staying where he is. At Racing Bulls, both seats are up for grabs. Lawson and Hadjar are on one-year contracts. Hadjar started slow, but has bounced back strong. In fact, he's doing so well that even the people who didn't believe in him are now eating their words. Lawson, on the other hand, is still shaky. He might get another year, he might not. Then there's Alpine. Oh boy. Alpine has become the most unpredictable team on the grid. Pierre Gasly is staying, but the second seat is chaos. First it was Jack Doohan, then Franco Colapinto. Now, who knows? Colapinto was only supposed to do 5 races, but he's still going. Sort of. The problem is, every time he drives the car, he looks less and less confident. And the man behind it all, Flavio Briatore, is like a mystery box. One day he says one thing, the next day something else. Nobody knows what he's thinking. Colapinto is basically on a race-by-race deal. That means he could be dropped at any moment. Alpine might bring in someone else, or they might not. It all depends on Briatore's mood, and that is not a comfortable position for any driver to be in. So what do we have? 6 seats. Too many rumours. Not enough answers. Drivers like Antonelli, Hadjar, Lawson and Colapinto are all waiting to see if they get lucky, or if they get thrown out. Veterans like Pérez and Bottas are finding new life. And the big names, like Verstappen and Russell, are holding all the cards. Meanwhile, fans are left to piece the puzzle together. Because behind every press release is a meeting we didn't see. A phone call that changed everything. A driver who got promised one thing and received another. And the clock is ticking. Once one more team makes a move, the whole board could shift again. So here's the question. Who blinks next? Will Red Bull finally pull the trigger and change their lineup again? Will Mercedes commit to Antonelli? Will Alpine's second seat turn into a game of musical chairs that never ends? And just as important, who's going to be left out when the music stops? Let us know in the comments. Which team is making the biggest mistake? Who deserves the next big shot? And who's about to get played? Because silly season isn't just about who's fast, it's about who survives.